Hello, dear students. Wish you a very good day. Today we are going to study the third poem of Flamingo Class 12th English Literature, Keeping Quiet. Before starting the poem, let us know something about the poet. The poem was written originally in Spanish by Pablo Neruda but later translated into English. Pablo Neruda was the pen name and later legal name of the famous Chilean poet, diplomat, and politician Naftali Ricardo Reyes Basualto. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. He wrote in green ink, which was his personal symbol for desire and hope. Keeping Quiet is a peace poem and in the present scenario seems to be very relevant. Everybody is behind happiness, and for the sake of that happiness, he is doing this or that. We have made scientific progress and technological advancement, but where is that happiness? Everybody seems to be inflicted with pain, fear, fury, and war. Actually, we have forgotten to make any distinction between short term pleasure and long term happiness. In seeking that short term pleasure, we have gone far, far away from actual happiness. Our desires have grown so vast, so wild, that we have become greedy. Everybody wants to expand his empire. Everybody wants to be superpower, and in this mad rush, they resort only to undesirable means. First wars with weapon, and then wars with nuclear power, and now war with biological weapon. This is human desire that has made the earth its a victim. Now the very existence of earth is in danger. It is true, सब गुनाहगार हैं कुदरत के इस कत्ल में, यूं ही ये हवाएं जहरीली नहीं हुई. Now we will read the poem. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let us not speak in any language. Let us stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engine. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at the hurt hands. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were not so single minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I will count up to 12 and you will quiet and I will go. In this poem, the poet pleads us to keep quiet in the same manner as we are requested today to stay home, to stay safe and not to do anything in order to save our own lives. The poet appeals all the human beings to keep quiet because keeping quiet only gives a person an opportunity to introspect and retrospect and make an assessment of his activities, whether whatever he is doing is right or wrong. He says that he will count up to 12 and at least for that much time, everybody on the earth should maintain silence. Now you may ask a question, why he has selected number 12? Why has he not selected any other number? So my answer to this question is that 12 denotes 12 hours mentioned in the clock. 12 denotes 12 months of the year and 12 denotes 12 zodiac signs. Now, have you understood why he has selected number 12? He wants to suggest that everyone, all through the year, all time, should be considerate enough, should be concerned about their activities and make assessment of his behavior. Line 3 to 6. He urges everyone not to speak in any language because languages erected barrier for each other. They are a big cause of conflict among human beings. The poet also requests everyone not to move arms. Arms here has double meaning. On one hand, it signifies our body part denoting physical activity, and on the other hand, it signifies weapon denoting war. Thus, in the particular word arm, there is the use of a literary device pun. Where a word has two meanings, there is the use of pun. Line 7 to 10. The poet further says, when everything comes to a standstill, there will be complete silence, there will be no movement, there will be no war, and thus there will be a very exotic moment, a very strange moment with complete peace and calm on the face of the earth. On the face of the earth means everywhere, on each part of the earth, in every country of the earth. There would be no murderers behind anything. There would be no mechanical operation. Thus, we will have mutual understanding and a feeling of universal brotherhood. Line 11 to 14. In this stanza, the poet wants to suggest if there is no activity held in the entire world, Mother Nature will also feel relieved of her pain. No fisherman in the cold sea would harm whale. Here fisherman symbolizes oppressor and whale oppressed one. Means nobody will be oppressing anyone. Nobody will be torturing anyone. And man gathering salt would look at his hurt hand means people who are busy in earning their livelihood often forget what harm they are inflicting at their health. The poet wants to suggest that in the process of earning money, we often ignore our health. There is a salt gatherer who is representing all those who are busy in earning their livelihood. Line 15 to 21. The poet says that this world is filled with ambitious people. There are some who are so much ambitious that they want to wage war against others and to overpower them in order to expand their own empire. If we see long back in history, first we find war with weapons, then chemical war, nuclear war, now biological war. There is also a war against nature. It is called Green War. The poet seems to suggest these war wagers, whom they would reign over when there is no survivor left. If these war wagers keep quiet for a while, they would put clean clothes, means they would adopt a new approach of life. They would develop a new understanding. They would arrive at the feeling of brotherhood, and this feeling would help them to live in shade. Here shade suggests peace. This silence, this calmness would help us to understand that we are all one. Line 22 to 35. Till now the poet has pled to keep quiet and not to do anything. But he does not want that people should confuse it with total inactivity. He says that life is an ongoing process and it must go on. I want no truck with death means the poet does not want that this keeping quiet should be confused with total inactivity. To stop is to die. In maintaining huge silence, though all the outward physical activities will stop, yet our mental activity, our inner activity will go on. We will be able to understand the cause behind our sadness. In blind pursuit of happiness, we actually are not able to understand what really we want, what will provide us happiness. What is the long-term effect of what we are trying to achieve? And almost everything provides a pleasure for short term, but in long term, they prove to be fatal. we are not able to understand this thing, and we are not able to understand ourselves, what we really want. Perhaps this is the cause of our sadness, and this probably leads to death and destruction. Now the poet gives an example of earth. He says, Mother Earth is our best teacher, and it will teach us how everything comes to life after being proved death. As all of you know, that in winter season most part of the earth is covered with snow. It seems everything is dead. In My Mother at 66, I told you that in English literature, winter is used as a symbol of death and decay. And in this winter means the earth seems to be dead. All the physical activity of the earth seems to be stopped. But inwardly, the earth prepares itself for the fresh life. Seeds inside the surface of the earth prepare to sprout, and after winter at once there is vegetation seen all around. Means this short time inactivity of earth gives it long time life. At last, the poet assumes that everybody is convinced with what he wants to suggest. So he says that his job is over and he would go now. Here, the use of I is significant. I stands first for the poet and second for human ego. He says, as the humanity understand, whatever he is doing for the progress of life, it is all useless and only leading to our death and destruction, then his ego would go. Man's sadness is formed out of his own actions and thoughts. It is quite ironical that man who understands so much fails to understand himself and his action. Rash actions prove harmful and disastrous. Man is the creator of all disasters. He is always threatening himself with death because of his thoughts and actions. This is the tragedy of life. So this was all about the poem. I think the poem is clear to you. If you like the explanation, please press the like button. If you are new on the channel, subscribe it and also press the notification bell to get the latest updates. For practice questions, you can see the description box. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.